Vivo life porque tú vives en mí. Vivo contenta porque tú me haces sonreír y vivo life.
What's up, guys? This is MauraT. Welcome to my channel. It's a new season, so it's been 2 years since I haven't recorded anything because of COVID, because of a lot of things, and we'll get to those things in a minute. First, I want to say thank you for coming to my channel and for listening to my series. This series is going to be a better me, and I'm going to have 8 episodes in it. It's going to be talking about many things to better yourself. In this particular episode, this is episode 1, and I will be giving my testimony of the things that have happened to me and how God has brought me this far. So the first thing I want to read to you is a quote. It's one of my favorite quotes because it's my quote. So it says, "You are not responsible for changing, convincing, or proving anything about yourself to anybody. You can't change their minds." And so this quote is my quote. And why I came up with this quote is because many times I have felt that I've had to always change because everybody wants you to change, right? Everybody wants to tell you to do this, do that, but never hear and understand and accept who you are, the things you want to do, the things you have in mind to accomplish. So, and not just that, but many times you're pouring out to other people, you're trying to minister to other people, you're trying to help other people have clarity in different situations with different mindsets, and they still do not budge, because we are to change, and if you change, you will see, different things. Your mind will change, all kinds of stuff, right? You'll grow. But many times people don't accept that. So that's why I came up with this quote. So this series is a better me, and the way that I came up with this series is because I'm becoming a better me, and through this process I want to be able to help other people become a better them, right? So this is a series to be encouraged, to be uplifting, and to help people know and understand that everything is not always how they think it's going to be, but you can always be optimistic and hopeful to be able to accomplish things one thing at a time, not stressing yourself out, not going crazy, but doing things at your own pace, because you will accomplish them. Because people many times they want to press you and push you, and it makes you feel uncomfortable, because I know for myself it makes me feel uncomfortable when people are pressing on me, pushing me, and just constantly on me with their finger telling me to do many things. When I have my goals, I write my goals down, and I set my goals, the ones that are short term, long term, and I want to accomplish them at a certain time. And I'm not rushing myself. Many times I have set goals, I haven't been able to accomplish certain goals, as to, for example, my YouTube, setting up my series, doing my little talk show. I have another channel, which is the Convo Urban Talk. It's about Christian hip-hop music, which I do with my husband. We talk about politics, we talk about situations in church issues, world issues, versus Jesus, what the Bible says for us to do in those type of situations. So you will be hearing me as well alongside my husband on that channel, so look out for that. I want to, in this first episode, like I said previously, to give you a little bit of my testimony. I am a daughter of Cuban parents. My parents are Cuban, born in Cuba. My biological father is from Santiago of Cuba, de Cuba. my mom was from Havana, Cuba. My stepfather is also from Cuba. So yeah, it's Cuban all around in this house. But my husband is Dominican. So my children, I have two little girls. They are half Dominican, half Cuban. Because I'm Cuban, my husband's Dominican. What a mix. So I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. My mom migrated over here on the Mariel in 1980 and then gave birth to me in 1981. I lived there until I was 10 years old. A few months before turning 11, that's when we moved here to Miami, Florida. And then I was raised here in the 305 and then moved to Opa-locka. And I've been living here in Opa-locka for about over 25 years. So I am Christian. When I came to the faith, I was 19 years old. I went to a Pentecostal church, and then 5 years in the same church, in my home church, and then I moved on to Apostolic Prophetic Church, was there for 3.5 years, and then moved on to a Reformed church, and now I am a Reformed Christian, and I've been at my church for almost 8 years. So yes, what I want to testify is as soon as I graduated high school, right after high school, I gave my life to Christ. So I've been a Christian for a long time, since 19. And I met my husband when I was 30, got married, had my first child at 31. She's 9 now. And then at 39, had my second child, and she's 1 now. So yes, I am whole. My testimony is a lot of things have happened with my husband being ill. With this whole COVID situation is very tough to even think about every little thing that has happened. So I will try my best to go through them the best way I can. First thing, in 2020, around my birthday, which is March 4th, I found out a week later that maybe 2 weeks later, I was pregnant with my second child. And then this whole COVID situation was getting out of hand, and around, I believe, August, my husband got really sick. He has gastro issues, so in February before my birthday, he got really sick. He started vomiting blood and everything. We had to take him to the hospital. He had to go to the hospital. He was fine. He was released. But around August, he got really sick, and he fainted. Wouldn't wake up. I had to do CPR, and the paramedics had to come and had to revive him. And then he went to the ER. I could not go with him because I was pregnant, and also because of COVID. And so therefore he he was in the hospital for almost 40 days. At that time, I was around 7 months pregnant. He was on a ventilator for about 2 weeks or so, in and out of sedation. So imagine me being pregnant and my husband was in the hospital. So there was that. Finally, he was able to come out the hospital. Thank God. And then in December, I gave birth to my second child, had a C-section. Then while being home, I started to have pains, real strong pains, and then I had to go in for gallbladder surgery. And during this whole time, I did not stop serving the Lord. I'm a photographer and I do the photography, and I serve at my church and I help with the media stuff at my church. During the whole time, I didn't stop serving, but I am very thankful because my church family was very supportive and present. And so I didn't lose faith, and I didn't lack a support or help. My family as well, my stepfather and my siblings were very present as well. During this whole time, my mom was also sick with dementia, with progressive dementia, meaning that she was diagnosed with dementia, and it gradually, progressively came about, and she lost her her memory and everything, and she got really sick, and so she also passed away in October. And so those are the things that happened throughout this whole pandemic. So what I have to say is that the greatest thing as a person of faith, as a believer, is to always stand firm on Jesus Christ, because you're going to go through many things. So today I was talking to my husband. He was talking about Paul when he was going to jail, that the Lord was talking to him that he was going to go to jail, that he was going to die, all kinds of things. And I was telling my husband, I responded to my husband and said that even though we go through whatever it is that we're going through, we can't imagine what Paul was going through. And I don't think we were be able to sustain or maintain ourselves in that situation. But I do know that God does not give us more than we can bear, and that whatever it is that we're going through, we will be able to get through it. So I can testify that the Lord God is real, Jesus is real, and that He is with you in good times, bad times, and whatever times, and you will be able to overcome and get to the other side. So that is my testimony. I testified that no matter what it was that I was going through, and you see that it was very serious things and many things, the Lord has and still continues to be my strength, my sustain, has been able to carry me through, and I am here. It was very difficult to recover from two things: from giving birth, having a C-section, and then having a gallbladder surgery, then having to take care of my husband at the same time, then taking care of newborn and taking care of my mom. It's a lot of things, and you may feel like maybe you may be thinking that, oh, that's a lot of stuff. I don't know how you. It's not me. Everything is the Lord and my support system, which is my church, my brothers and sisters, my pastors, they were present during the whole time. So my conclusion is that if you are not a believer, you should understand that you cannot do anything without the Lord. And that's biblical. That's a Bible verse, and which is straight facts. You can't do anything without Him. And if you're a believer and you have not been believing and you have been losing faith and have lost faith, understand that this is my testimony to you to have faith. Because if it wasn't for the Lord, and if it's still not for the Lord, I would not be able to breathe, move, see, talk, and do any of the things that I continuously do. It's the Lord that has brought me this far and will continue to take me further, because I trust and believe in Him, and so should you. So that is my testimony for you guys today. In the next episode, we'll be talking about some current situations, some issues, and we're going to talk about it. You'll be able to comment below what questions you have, what thoughts you have about any of the topics that I will be bringing. The topics will be to becoming a better you. That's why this series is called A Better Me. I'm showing you how I am becoming better a better version of myself, and so that it can help you become a better version of you. See you next time on episode 2. Check out my TikTok is MauraT7 Music 7. Check out my music. I'll be dropping some music soon. On my TikTok, there's going to be a second TikTok that's only going to be my music. On my regular TikTok, there's going to be snippets of my music, promotions and stuff like that, but I'll be dropping some knowledge on you guys and some tips and gems so that you guys can use for yourself to become a better version of yourself. And anything that's current that I see, like Karens and Darrens and a lot of things that have been happening, people being desperate in these times of COVID. We'll be talking about it. I'll be talking about it, and I'll be waiting for you for your comments and stuff. So I'll see you next time in the next episode.
Vivo life porque tú vives en mí. Vivo contenta porque tú me